Hey, Crane's Comments. So during this part of the day, we're going to be talking about letters and letter sounds. And I know that some of you may already know your letters and sounds, and that's great. But it's always good to go back and review and to practice and to learn how to use those letters and sounds to make words. So we are going to focus on the letter. Do you know it? Yell it out. Yes, this is the letter C. And I want to show you and let you hear what sound C makes. So C says K, and we're going to use our hand motion to help us remember what sound C makes. So C says we're going to make a C with our hand, bring it up by our ear, and we're going to say K. Now we don't say K. It doesn't use our voice when we say the C sound. We just say K. So will you try that with me? So when I point to this, we're going to say C. C says K. Let's try that 3 times. Ready? C. C says K. C. C says K. C. C says K. Very good. All right, now I want us to think about, where does C live in the alphabet? Does it live close to the beginning of the alphabet, towards the middle, or at the end of the alphabet? I'm going to hold up this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well because the letters are small, but look for the letter C in that alphabet. Starting over here at the beginning with A, where do you see C? Yes, right here. Let's count. Oh, it's right here. Let's count over and see how many letters over in the alphabet letter C is. You ready? 1, 2, 3. It's the 3rd letter of the alphabet, so it lives pretty close to the beginning of the alphabet and pretty far from the end of the alphabet. And it's showing us on this alphabet, it's showing us what the capital letters look like and then what the lowercase letter looks like. So this is capital C and lowercase c. And I think lowercase c looks a lot like capital C, just the capital C is a lot bigger. So we're going to be talking a lot about C and its sound. So C says K. Okay, I want to share a book with you. Some of you may have heard it. Clifford's First School Day. Look on that front cover, the cover page of the book, and tell me if you see a C. Oh, did you say right here? That's right. This says Clifford's. Listen for that K, K, K. Clifford's First School Day. Do you know something else I noticed about Clifford? What color is he? He is red, and today is Red Day. Look how red he is. Miss Crane's got her red shirt on. I hope you have your red shirt on. But let's sit back and enjoy Clifford's First School Day. See if you hear any other words that begin with K or have K in them. Look for C's on each of the pages. All right. And the author, which remember is the person who writes the book, his name is Norman Bridwell. All right. I'm Emily Elizabeth. Every day I ride to school on my dog Clifford. Clifford is too big to go inside. Clifford hasn't been inside a school since he was a tiny puppy. I took him one day for show and tell. All the kids wanted to pet my very tiny puppy. Miss Pearson liked him too, but she said it was time to begin our day. First, she put out the finger paint. I love finger painting. Oh my goodness, are they going to use the color red? Clifford got right up on the table. He sniffed the yellow paint. Oh my, the jar tipped over. Oh goodness, this reminds me of that book Miss Green read about Marley making messes and going to school. Clifford found out that paint is very slippery. Miss Pearson said Clifford was a good artist. He made a beautiful yellow picture. We couldn't leave Clifford all covered with paint. Miss Pearson thought that some water clay might be a good way to get him clean. Tim had made a boat out of a milk carton. Clifford was a perfect captain for the boat. Captain Clifford climbed the mast to look around, and that's how we got the paint off. I just noticed on this page, I heard at least 3 words that begin with k. Captain, Clifford, climbed. Have you been listening and watching for words that begin with C? Good job. Miss Pearson dried him off. She said we were going to make cookies next, and Clifford could watch. That would help keep him out of trouble. While Miss Pearson rolled out the cookie dough, Clifford got curious about the bag of flour. I heard some words. See if I can get my finger in the right place. Cookie. Curious. Clifford. Oops, Clifford made another mess. Miss Pearson said it might be a good idea for Clifford to play outside. We all went out to the playground. I thought Clifford would enjoy the slide. Raise your hand if you like to go down the slide on the playground. He wiggled out of my hands and went down the slide by himself. Where do you think he's going to land? He landed in the sandbox. Is that what you said? We helped the kids rebuild their sand castle. That was nice of them to help, since he knocked down their sand castle, help put it back together. We made Clifford the king of the castle. He loved that. Then it was lunchtime. I shared my sandwich and dessert with Clifford. He gobbled up his sandwich, but he didn't know how to eat the dessert. What do you think that dessert is? It's hard to eat. Looks like it's jiggling around and flopping around. Let's see if it tells us. Poor Clifford chased the wiggly cubes all over the floor. The other kids thought that was funny. Miss Pearson said it was time for Clifford to go home and have a real lunch. She told me to bring him back to school when he was a little bigger. She should see him now. Look how big. The big red dog. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the book, and I hope you enjoyed learning about letter C. So in your response in your video on the last page, I want you to video yourself saying C says K and doing the motion 3 times.